What is up, guys? It's Ian from Around the Ball HQ, and we've got a banger today. We're going to be looking over the Jacksonville Jaguars preseason one top plays, just kind of getting a feel for it. Uh, Look, we've got another preseason game coming up Saturday. Um, and from the preseason week one, I saw a lot that I liked, but let's not hold off. Obviously, the defensive possession started with Patrick Mahomes going down the field, scoring 3 points, which I didn't love the way we looked on defense on that drive, particularly just allowing them to catch everything. But a lot of our secondary was out. And it is a brand new coverage system that we're going to be doing. It's a lot of man coverage, got to keep up with your guys. And I thought they did a solid job. They were immediately tackling guys as soon as the play was, as soon as they caught the ball. So I didn't hate that. Let's go ahead and look at the kickoff. Parker Washington here.
He's got room to the 20-yard line, tries to shuffle inside, gets a little bit.
Jeez, man, look at the amount of tackles that were missed. Kudos to Parker Washington for just keeping his head down and going.
End to the 50, the 45 and the 40. Makes a man miss. He's on the run to the 30. Still going to the 20.
Great, got it to the 20. So one thing I want to show that you don't really think about, look at these blocks. Number 90 gets that. Number 93 gets that nice little shoulder in there. Tank Bigsby. He started out back here. And he just opens up a hole. He takes 39 for... He takes him back 10 yards. Keeps him... he allows that to go for as long as it does. Kudos on the blocking. Kudos on Parker Washington. Awesome start to the game. And then here we go. This was Travis Etienne. One thing I noticed about this play, we'll take the closed captionings off. Look at this. You've got Travis Etienne down here on a linebacker. That's an easy win for Etienne. But look at Christian Kirk. If this doesn't get open somehow, Christian Kirk is going to be open for at least a few yards, possibly a touchdown. I think he can beat this guy, but even if he doesn't, there's two open guys here. And honestly, if you want to attempt that with Gabe Davis, that's something I would possibly try too. So again, separation. I'm seeing a lot of separation with this team.
Back to throw.
Evan Ingram possibly. He's got the safety over top. I don't know about that. But you've got 4 potential targets. One very open, one moderately open if you have to wait a second. This guy... I don't hate him going up for the contested catch, and then same with Evan Ingram. Great play design, great call by Press Taylor there. Great call by Press Taylor on this play. Get Etienne involved, get Trevor throwing the ball a little bit.
And the handoff to Edwards, Hilaire, and he goes.
When you start this, this. Look at how far back the line of scrimmage started at the 41. And they've got guys all the way back to the 38. Solid job. Solid job on the defensive line. I like what I saw out of the defensive line. I think... Oh, yeah, this is the one play. Look, you've got 5 guys going in. Didn't do this a lot last year, I feel like.
Pocket collapsing.
We get back there. Hell of a play by Carson Wentz. Hell of a play by Carson Wentz.
Wentz under pressure.
Trayvon Walker kind of whiffs on this. Roy Robertson Harris kind of set this up. Good job by Abdullah here to get out and finish that play off. Everybody got home on that play. Everybody got home. You wish Trayvon makes that tackle, but it's still created a lot of disruption there. This is an elite throw. If you watch the podcast from yesterday, or the one me and Raphael just did, we talk about this. Elite quarterbacks can make this throw, that 10 to 12 yard throw across the middle of the field. This is what you expect out of your franchise quarterback. Perfect throw. Right over the defender. You can't ask for a better throw and catch than that. Great catch by Gabe Davis, too, to make that.
Flag is down, pocket collapsing. There's a quick toss.
And Terrell Edmonds made some huge hits. I think he makes one more big hit too. Okay, so one thing I'll say about this play, awesome job by Brian Thomas Jr., terrible throw by Beathard. I think this is kind of what you're going to see where Mac Jones takes that second spot.
Beathard to throw, pocket collapse, and turns and launches down the field. He's looking for Brian Thomas, and Thomas
I mean, if he catches that in stride, it's a touchdown, but great catch by Brian Thomas Jr.
With the corner and a safety coming over the top. First and 10 at the 40.
And you can tell, oh, Tank Bigsby too. He had a couple nice plays. I mean, he was gone right there. If he didn't get tripped up there. Again, these are starters going on starters too. I'm sure they're missing a couple guys. We were missing a couple guys, but all in all, good showing. This is one thing I'll say about Beathard. He made two really good throws. This is one of them. It's a check down, but he gets walloped right here. Dearness Johnson taking it for about 20.
Midfield and spun down at the 44. Now they put it down to the 46.
Duvernay with a good block there too.
The line of scrimmage pre-snap.
There's the other throw. This was the other one. Great throw and catch. Again, like I said, I want Mac Jones to be the second quarterback. But those two throws right there, if CJ is the second, it's because of those two throws. I mean, he got walloped. One thing I'll notice though, Fortner, what are you doing? Or actually, this one's probably on Dearness Johnson. No, okay, they blitzed another guy. Sorry, I won't say that. Maybe it was the last play. Oh, it was this play. Fortner's not blocking anybody, which causes the guard to need to guard the guy in the middle, and he wouldn't have got walloped like this if he would have called the protection correctly. In my opinion, I could be wrong about that, but there's a reason Mitch Morse is here now, and to me that was on the center, not calling out the blitz.
All the guys that were supposed to add explosive playmaking ability have done.
And here's the inside hand.
Dearness Johnson with a nice push. Again, I saw a couple good runs, but I wasn't overall impressed with the offensive line.
The Bulls School won a national championship.
Specifically with the run game. This was the safety, very controversial rule, but I mean, if it's always live, ball came out the end zone, he took it back. Tank Bigsby here on the very next play. 25 seconds left. If he gets into the 20, you're probably kneeling it. Oh. And then Cam Little attempted a 63-yard kick and barely missed. I like this number 13 for Kansas City, but solid. Like I said, this is a defense that I've been saying I'm excited for Ryan Nielsen because they're going after the quarterback. Again, Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker had a solid year last year, but I don't think they really went after the quarterback. And this year, I foresee us having a very good going after the quarterback here when it comes to pressures and sacks. Mac Jones right here. What a dart. This is a good throw. You can't ask for much more out of a backup quarterback.
And a nice catch by Austin Trammell.
And Trammell had a good game too. I think there's a sack as well.
Back to throw.
I think they sacked him twice.
That's
a covered sack. That's a covered sack. That was a lot of time, but look, they got there. Breland Speaks had a very good game. He was Canadian Player of the Year, I think. He was one of the other football leagues. Ian Book. This is Edmonds, bro. He got so lucky that fell right back into his arms, but Edmonds had those two huge hits. Little concerning why they're trying to sign so many safeties. Gibson just got signed by the Jags. So I'm curious what the thought process is behind that, but there must be a reason. Mac Jones, this is a very good throw, too. And a way to hold on to that. Trammell. Or no, that was DeGora.
It's the down that matters. It's the money down. You have to be able to get off the field.
4th and 1. This is the play you want your defense to make right here. That's exactly what you want out of your defense right there on a 4th and 1, 50 seconds left in the game. If it was a one-score game, that's what you want to see. That's why I'm saying Ryan Nielsen, man, he wasn't afraid to look. If your coverage guys can cover the wide receiver, there's no reason you can't send. Look, they sent 4. They only sent. Oh, okay, they sent a guy off the edge, and look, 89 was open. But look, That penetration up the middle, man. That's why he couldn't make this throw. He wanted to, but he can't. He can't put the and this guy's coming over. Possibly could have made a play, but you put pressure up the middle. That's what this team was lacking last year. The scheme change I like, but we didn't have any pressure up the middle. It was always from the edge. And I think this year with the addition of Eric Armstead and Rory Roberts Harris becoming a secondary, more depth piece, and geez, the guy that got hurt, and I'm screwing up his name. It's not Smoot. It's the other guy. Hamilton. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Them guys are going to be a very good interior D-line, in my opinion, this year, as long as they stay healthy, which is only going to help Trayvon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen. Look, and that's what I said when Trayvon Walker was drafted 2022. I said I'll judge it as success if him coming in boosts Josh Allen. Josh Hines-Allen, he had a letdown year the year before. Not necessarily his fault. Like I said, an edge player's production is solely based on the guys around him. If the corners can't hold, you're not getting to the quarterback in 2 seconds most of the time, and a lot of these guys throw the ball in 2.5 to 2.7 seconds. If the interior line's not doing good, but your edges are, you got to bulk that up so that, because if you can get some interior pressure, you force your hand, and when you've got an opposite edge duo like Trayvon Walker, that really helps you out. If you don't have those guys on the outside, your edge is going to struggle. I mean, you saw that with a guy like Danielle Hunter. He played on a very bad defense. He would have been better. I mean, he's already great, but he would have been even better had he had a competent D-line around him. And you saw what happened when they got Flores. They turned into a solid, a better than average unit. So that's what kind of my takeaways was from the very first game. Like I said, it's preseason. We're not going to get duped over here. We're going to keep our head level when it comes to the team. These guys are backups. A lot of these guys that these plays were made on might not be in the NFL when it comes to September. However, you can take a lot of good out of this game. There was a couple bad things. But I think if you try to just harp on the bad things, it's not really good. You don't want to do that. You want to be excited for the season. I think they made all the right pieces. I think they added all the right pieces. I think they made the right moves on the coaching staff. A lot of you guys are not going to love Press Taylor, and a lot of you guys aren't going to like the offensive line. I think they did what they could at the offensive line position. And I think I think Press Taylor does deserve another shot. I'll probably be one of the only ones to say that. However, if you really pay attention, this is Doug Peterson's offense. Press Taylor and him have been together for a long time. You're not going to bring in an offensive coordinator that's calling plays, because then Doug Peterson doesn't make sense as your head coach. So Press Taylor is going to call Doug's offense, and he's going to do it probably as similar to Doug Peterson as Doug Peterson would do it himself, honestly. Again, if you watched Locked On Jaguars, he had a good conversation piece about that yesterday. So shout out to him. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. He basically said the same thing, I mean, this is Doug Peterson's offense. It's Press Taylor calling the plays. And if they wouldn't have announced that Press Taylor was calling plays last year, nobody would have thought any differently. But because they skidded, because the offense didn't look on fire that we all expected, because we only added Calvin Ridley, that's what the main piece this whole offseason has been, is how they need to change the play caller. And honestly, I think that's really unfair to Press Taylor. Can he be better? Absolutely. I think everybody on the team can be better. There's not a player last year that I thought played at a 100% level. You could argue Josh Hines-Allen, and you could argue Trayvon Walker did exactly what they needed to do. Foyce Aluakon, I think he had a great year, but he could improve. He missed a lot of tackles last year. He'll probably be the first one to tell you, and that's not talking bad on him. I think he was probably one of the best defensive players at the linebacker position last year, but he'll tell you that himself, I guarantee you. Devin Lloyd, again, he's going to be a breakout year this year, but He'll tell you he could have improved on a lot of things. Same with the corners. Same with the safeties. Like I said, the offensive line for sure. Wide receivers. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne. All those guys will tell you they could have been better. Even Doug Peterson. So if everybody can just execute, I don't think it matters who the play caller is. They're going to perform at a very similar level, whether Doug's calling plays or Press Taylor's calling plays, because I do think that they've been together long enough to where they are calling the game almost exactly like they would each other. And that's why I think one day Press Taylor will be a head coach. And I think Tony also said that when he was doing his thing. Again, go check out his podcast from yesterday. It's about 30 minutes long, a little longer than this, but very good talking points. And yeah, that was my post game for the Kansas City Chiefs Jaguars. Again, they just need to look at the film and get better next week. And you know, that's how we're going to be a playoff contender, getting better. That's all you can do. But I'm going to take the preseason with a grain of salt as well, but I think they do deserve their praise for what they did week 1. I'm not going to say book your Super Bowl tickets now. I'm not going to say book your playoff tickets now, but I think the good definitely outweighed the bad in week 1 for sure. Again, this was Ian with Around the Ball HQ. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, during preseason and the regular season, we're going to be trying to pump out uploads multiple times a day. I'm sticking to the Tuesday, Thursday schedule. I know I missed this Tuesday. We recorded the podcast way too late, and I'm trying to upload it actually while I'm making this video. So you're seeing this. I'm recording this Tuesday. You're seeing this on Thursday. But we'll be watching a lot of the different games with different QBs. Again, on the podcast, if you haven't seen that episode, go check it out. Raphael joined me. Really solid analysis of the Steelers and the Jaguars, and then we talk about a lot of the different games we watched when it came to Caleb Williams and stuff. So if you're into that, it's about an hour and 20 minutes. I know it's a little longer than we wanted, but once you start talking, it's kind of hard, like I'm doing now. I could have ended this video 3 minutes ago, but I could talk football literally all day long. So with that, we will end it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got comments on how the Jaguars did and you want me to react to them, or you just want to leave a comment because you want to leave a comment, leave them down below. And if you've got anything you want me to check out, let me know. Leave it down in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.